Good evening. Here is the news on HTM Radio Vision, Elisha. First, the headlines. Third Mainland Bridge rehabilitation costs 43 billion naira, Umahi. Nans backs Oyebamiji for governor, cites clean education record. Nigeria superior to Morocco, French manager tips Super Eagles for AFCON 2025 final. Hungary grants asylum to Polish ex-justice minister. Now the news in full. I am Chidima Abel. The total rehabilitation of the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos State cost 43 billion naira, while the bridge's closed-circuit television CCTV center cost about 2.5 billion naira. The Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi, made this known on Monday in Lagos while addressing journalists. Umahi said the scope of work covered the total rehabilitation of 14 kilometers by 14 meters in width across two carriageways. He said the establishment of the CCTV center was part of the Third Mainland Bridge rehabilitation contract. He emphasized that the CCTV center did not cost 40 billion naira, as reported in some quarters. Inaugurating the CCTV center on Sunday, Umahi said that the current administration met a terrible Third Mainland Bridge. According to the Federal Control of Works in Lagos State, Mr. Lufemi Dare, the CCTV center is the first of its kind in Nigeria. Umahi, who disclosed this on Sunday, added that a tow van and an ambulance were required on the bridge for emergencies. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Southwest Zone D, has officially declared its support for Bola Oyebamiji, the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC. The association cited Oyebamiji's clean educational background as a key factor in its endorsement, believing it will help attract qualified individuals to its government. Speaking to reporters in Oshogbo Monday, the coordinator, Owolewa Taiwo, emphasized the student vote of confidence in Oyebamiji, highlighting their belief that he will not rely solely on cronies or sycophants for governance. They launched a youth and student movement in support of Oyebamiji based on his consistent commitment to youth development, education, and student engagement. The association believes that Oyebamiji has demonstrated that governance should be inclusive, benefiting all sectors of society, students, women, artisans, professionals, and civil servants. They praise his vision of running an inclusive government to ensure equitable distribution of resources across Osun State. NAS insisted that Oyebamiji's sterling educational background fosters hope in his ability to attract qualified personnel from various parts of the state rather than relying on narrow factions or divisions. And now on sports, Nigeria's growing reputation as the most feared team at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations has received another powerful endorsement after former Djibouti coach Julian Met declared the Super Eagles superior to host Morocco ahead of Wednesday's semi-final in Rabat. The three-time African champions will face Morocco at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium, with both sides still unbeaten in the tournament, but with momentum, numbers, and recent performances increasingly tilting in Nigeria's favor. Morocco, buoyed by home support, have won 4 matches and drawn 1, with their most convincing display coming in the quarterfinals, where they dispatched Cameroon 2-0. Nigeria arrived in Rabat as the competition's most devastating attacking force. The Super Eagles have scored a tournament high and national record 14 goals in 5 matches, winning every game against Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, Mozambique, and Algeria. No other team remains with a perfect record. And now on the foreign scene, Hungary has granted political asylum to Poland's former justice minister, Zbigniew Ziobro, who is facing charges of embezzlement. Ziobro is facing 26 charges related to embezzling money from a fund meant to be spent on crime victims and rehabilitating criminals. Instead, he is accused of authorizing the purchase of spyware that was allegedly used to hack political opponent phones. He says he's a victim of political persecution. Granting asylum to a citizen of a fellow UN member state goes against the spirit of EU standards. Ziobro is the second politician of the former Law and Justice-led government to be granted this status. Last year, it was his former deputy, Marcin Romanowski, who fled to Budapest to seek protection. Both are accused of corruption and misusing their power, most notably by using the money of the state-controlled Justice Fund, which was under their oversight in order to fund their party and its cronies. Ziobro was Justice Minister between 2015 and 2023 under the previous right-wing peace-led government, which is politically aligned to Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán. If found guilty, he could face up to 25 years in prison. And now to end the news, here is a recap of our stories. We told you that the total rehabilitation of the third mainland bridge in Lagos State cost 43 billion naira, while the bridge's closed-circuit television CCTV center cost about 2.5 billion naira, says Umahi. We also told you that the National Association of Nigerian Students, Southwest Zone D, has officially declared support for Bola Oyebamiji, the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Nigeria's growing reputation as the most feared team at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations has received another powerful endorsement after former Djibouti coach Julian Med declared the Super Eagles superior to host Morocco. Lastly, we told you that Hungary has granted political asylum to Poland's former Justice Minister Zbigniew Ziobro, who is facing charges of embezzlement. That ends the news on STM Radio Vision, Elisha, Osun State, Nigeria. The news was edited by Falabi Adenikwekan and was brought to you by Chidima Abel. Thanks for listening. Good evening.